Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Explore and Engage with Anam. There is a very important election coming up in Wisconsin. That is correct, an election. And you may be wondering, Tosif, didn't we just have an election back in November? What election are you talking about? Yes, we did have the November 2024 general election last year. What I'm talking about right now is the spring 2025 election here in Wisconsin. Yes, there is a spring election, and trust me, it is going to be a very important one, extremely important. There's going to be a statewide race for the Wisconsin Supreme Court. And if you are a U.S. citizen, and if you live in Wisconsin, and if you care about Wisconsin's future, if you care about law and order, if you care about your rights and your freedom, then you must vote in the spring 2025 election. Now the question is, when exactly is the election? What is the date? The date is the 1st of April, year 2025. April 1 of 2025. Remember that date. It is going to be a very important one. I believe in exercising my right to vote. And also, it is my responsibility to vote. So as a U.S. citizen, voting is my right, and it is also a responsibility, and I take my right and my responsibility very seriously. So what am I going to do? I'm going to vote. The Wisconsin Supreme Court right now does not have a conservative majority. It has a liberal majority. So conservatives have a wonderful opportunity to win a seat. And if Brad Schimmel wins the election on April 1st of 2025, that is going to be great. And that would allow the conservatives to win a seat on the Supreme Court. Remember that name, my friends, Brad Schimmel. Brad Schimmel was a prosecutor. He served as the Attorney General of Wisconsin. He currently serves as a circuit court judge in Waukesha County. And I have known Brad Schimmel for many years. He's a wonderful person, and he supports the men and women of law enforcement. He's strong, he's tough, and he has a great record of success in his career. He is the kind of person that a freedom-loving American would like to see on a state Supreme Court. If you are a freedom-loving American, if you care about your rights and your freedom, if you care about Wisconsin's future, if you care about law and order, then Brad Schimmel is the candidate to vote for. And as I said, I have known Brad Schimmel for many years, and I really hope that he wins. Now, Brad Schimmel has an opponent in this race. This seat is being vacated by a Supreme Court justice who decided not to run again, who decided to retire. So this is an open seat. Brad Schimmel is running to win this seat, and he has an opponent. Her name is Susan Crawford. She's a Dane County Circuit Court judge. I know who I will be voting for. As I already told you, I will be voting for Brad Schimmel, who I have known for many years. Now, why is this race so important? You may be wondering. My friends, we have seen in many places across the country how liberals have used the justice system to push their political ideas forward. We know that the justice system is not supposed to be partisan. It is supposed to be impartial the justice system is supposed to be fair. However, Democrats have used the justice system for their own political agenda, and we have seen that. We have seen that in different places across the country, and right here in Wisconsin, we see the same thing. With a liberal majority on the court, on the Supreme Court, the Democrats are trying to advance their political agenda using the court system. But we can stop that. It is possible to stop that. Brad Schimmel, if he wins the election, then we bring fairness back to Wisconsin's Supreme Court. The future is in our hands. If we vote for Brad Schimmel and help him win, the Supreme Court will flip to a conservative majority. Otherwise, it'll continue to be in liberal control. This Supreme Court race, the Wisconsin Supreme Court race, this is going to be a very big one. It is going to get national attention, and as the weeks go by, there will be more and more attention on this race. So this race, the race for the Wisconsin Supreme Court, this is really about the future. It is about the future of Wisconsin. And I know that Wisconsin can do it. We can do it. I just wanted to draw your attention to this extremely important race. Brad Schimmel is the candidate I support, and I hope he wins, and I know Wisconsin can do it. I look forward to seeing Brad Schimmel win. I'm being optimistic. I'm being hopeful. So if you are a U.S. citizen living in Wisconsin, if you are a Wisconsin voter, make sure you vote, because the future depends on the decisions that we make as voters. Thank you so very much, my friends, for continuing to listen to my podcast. You can visit my website, tossifanam.net, to connect with me. You can sign up for my e-newsletter. If you want to send me an email, you can do so. My email address is tossif@tossifanam.net. Thank you once again, my friends, and I hope to be back again soon with a new episode of Explore and Engage with Anam.